Took a while, but I'm finally in a room. I have been here now for a little over 13 hours. Um, and I'm looking at the TV because I'm seeing the shit about Diddy. And he's still going to be in jail. But the whole him getting acquitted on the sex trafficking charges, mark my words when I say that man's going to be held accountable. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all don't forget to like the video coming in. I am so exhausted, but I'm so glad they denied his bail. Like, I'm looking up at the TV seeing this shit. The horrible part about this Diddy situation is how Christian is already following in his footsteps. Christian just got accused of allegedly participating in a gang raping. Now I guess they charged him with, what did they say? Transportation with the intention of prostitution, but the sex trafficking and the RICO gets waived. Just because these people have connections in certain high places, spiritual wickedness in high places, does not mean that the Most High God is not going to hold him and all the rest of them accountable. That's unfortunate because I didn't even know this was going on until the nurse gave me the whatever this thing is called that has like the remote and the nurse call button. When I tell y'all I am in level 9 pain, this is no bueno. Yeah, this whole thing with Diddy is just another huge distraction because there's so many witnesses besides Cassie. That's what I don't understand is where are all the other people that came forward to Tony Busby? Why were they not put on the stand? It's ridiculous. They just gave me Tylenol for pain. Thanks for tuning in, Cody. I guess it's like 1,000 milligram Tylenol. And then the nurse went to lunch and said they're going to come back after and see if it helps. And then if it doesn't help, then they'll give me something stronger. So I am officially in the room. They are going to do a colonoscopy in the morning. So they're definitely keeping me overnight. And then after the colonoscopy, they'll determine if they need to do surgery or not. Medical alert, crisis intervention, 5E, 5 Echo, room 22, primary team, Echo. E. Medical alert, crisis intervention, 5E, 5 Echo, room 22, primary team, Echo. E. Primary E Echo. Because that shit be loud, so I just stopped talking. But yeah, so they have admitted me. They're going to do the colonoscopy, which means I'm going to have to take that drink tonight. That's going to have me in the bathroom for several hours. I'm not looking forward to that at all, but I have to do it. The last time I had my colonoscopy done, 3.5 years ago, and they gave me that bowel prep shit, I was in the bathroom for 9.5 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. Like literally 9.5 hours. So I really hope they put that off until at least a few hours from now, because when I went to the bathroom a couple of hours ago, I'm still in pain from that. And but I know that that has to be done in order for them to find out why I've been passing clots and so much blood. And like they told me, their biggest concern is because I have Graves' disease and I'm anemic, and the clots are what's concerning, and the amount of blood as well. Hold on, my scarf is tripping. I need to fix it real quick. It's like about to fall off. Okay, cause yeah, I had fell asleep in that shared room. So looks like I'm gonna be here tonight. I'm very grateful that I'm finally getting some treatment. It's been a long time coming. So again, shout out to my homeboy Mike that dropped me off. I'm happy that they're moving things along. I am so exhausted, but I'm grateful because this has been going on way too long. And they're going to let me know, like I said, after the colonoscopy, when they get the results, they'll let me know if they need to do emergency surgery or if I'll just get a referral to a colorectal surgeon. So please continue to keep me in your prayers. And for those who would like to support, feel free to send a donation to my Cash App or Venmo, because once I get discharged, I do still have to get a room somewhere. I actually plan on trying to go do Uber and Lyft if I can raise the funds to pick up a rental once I feel better. That way I can start earning some sort of income. But I know that when they discharge me, I'm really going to need to rest because I'm going to be in a lot of pain. And quite honestly, I probably will still be bleeding. So anyone who would like to support, feel free to send your donations. But for now, just keep me in your prayers. 'Cause this is not an easy thing to go through. And like I'm literally in level 9 pain right now. And I know it's going to intensify after they do the colonoscopy. So please keep me in your prayers for that because I know that's going to make it hurt worse. Cody said, "You are where you need to be praying." Thank you. And absolutely right. And I do receive your prayers. So thank you for that. Just looking up at the TV, seeing this Diddy shit is like, wow. But I hate to say it, I'm not surprised because perverts of a feather flock together. And as you guys saw when we were doing the Pizzagate watch party, which once I feel better, we are going to do a second one because I found a couple more documentaries. These people that are all in on this shit together cover for each other. And while it's nice that he got convicted for the transportation, and prostitution charges, he absolutely should have been charged with the RICO and the sex trafficking. And again, I'm wondering where are all the other 200 plus people that went to Tony Busby? Why were their voices not heard? Why weren't they put on the stand? Why was the only focus on Cassie? So I don't know. I feel like it's not over yet. And definitely, they're going to need to have him in protective custody because the people in jail that ain't with the shit he has been convicted for, he's going to need protection from them. And above all, he has to answer to the Most High God. See, people keep thinking because of the spiritual wickedness in high places that, you know, they have certain protections. Well, you're not protected from the Most High God. Even if the little satanic Luciferian shit, whatever, at the end of the day, this whole entire corrupt system is collapsing. And everything's being divinely orchestrated. And everybody involved is going to be held accountable. That includes the people who have not been arrested yet. And everyone whose name I was given at the end of 2024, trust me when I say they're not getting away with this shit. It's just a matter of time. Then the thing with Trump doing this big, beautiful bill to cut Medicaid and SNAP and Medicare, like I said, everything that's happening is divinely orchestrated for the biggest fall of the cabal that we've ever seen. The last shall be first, the first shall be last. The chosen, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. The chosen are going to win in the end. And all of the corrupt elite will be held accountable. So I know a lot of people are upset about the verdict. There's definitely still the court of the angelic order. That man's not getting away with that shit. Neither are the rest of them that are covering. So just keep a watchful eye. Everything I've been shown is manifesting. And what's going to happen is the other people involved who are going to be held accountable, it's going to be them that are going to expose that motherfucker. And I do believe there's going to be a second trial. Even if it happens in 2026, the charges that he was acquitted of, he will be held accountable of. Now, I did see Jasmine Crockett's Instagram when they voted on this big, beautiful bill bullshit that only benefits the wealthy. Like I said, the wealth of the righteous is laid, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. These wealthy people are about, that whole pyramid's about to flip. They're going to be the ones at the bottom, and the true chosen are going to be at the top. Now it says that 59% are opposing the bill, which is good. Because, yeah, this whole budget bullshit, the whole fallout between him and Elon, that Doge shit was some bullshit from jump. Elon is not an elected official. He was a friend of the president, and now they're not even friends anymore, if that shit's even true. Basically, what is happening right now is to usher in the collapse of the dollar bill so that the one world currency, the one world order can be implemented. The grid, I told you guys about the UHF grid that they took from the analog TV when they did the digital revolution. The beast is the new system. It's not an actual beast. When Revelation talks about the beast coming out of, it's the new system. That's what it is. It says Iran to suspend cooperation with UN watchdog. That's another part of prophecy, the Gog and Magog. So yeah, when I feel better, we will do another watch party about Pizzagate and the prophecy of the lineages. Iran and Israel are lineages. Those are generational lineages of, honestly, from it goes even goes back as far as Cain and Abel, but Sarah and Hagar, Abraham's wife and concubine, the chosen son and the bastard son, those are the descendants that we now call Iran and Israel. Keep telling people this is so much bigger than Trump involving the US in this shit. And the US is a part of the great whore of Babylon that Revelation talks about. The fact that I researched this shit when I was a teenager and delved even deeper in 2011, and now that it's actually playing out in real time, is crazy. Because, you know, people always want to call you a conspiracy theorist when they don't want you exposing the truth. And the very people on this platform that have called me conspiracy theorist, you know that what I'm talking about is the truth. That's why you keep trying to call yourself, trying to stop me from trying to come from my platform. I'm exposing all of you that are a part of these industries that know about this shit, who have participated in this. You will be held accountable too. And a lot of you are going to be held accountable because you covered for these people, or you involved yourself in this shit, or you were a part of it. You're not getting away with it. And what I'm going through right now is for my healing. Trust me when I say this is not stopping anything. It's allowing me time to rest and get treatment that I've been needing for a long time. But when I am out of this hospital and back on my laptop, we're going to be deep diving because it's you're always labeled as a conspiracy theorist by the people who don't want to be exposed. Remember that. The people that don't want to be exposed are always the ones that call those of us who see with our third eye conspiracy theorists because they're afraid that they're going to be exposed. Well, a lot of you real rejects of YouTube, especially you geriatrics, especially you industry people that have been into this satanic shit, it's God exposing you. Those of us that are the chosen, we're just the mouthpiece. So don't be dismayed by the verdict. Oh, that baby was so cute. Don't be dismayed by that verdict. He'll be held accountable. Believe that. Cody said, you definitely was on point with Trump and his peace treaty. Just found out the other day that he is bringing peace between Ukraine and Russia. I told you guys that. I saw all this in 2024. And if you guys go back on my lives from the end of 2024, I showed you even then the meeting that Trump had with Zelensky and with Putin. So that is going to happen. That might even happen before the end of July, but it's definitely going to happen before the end of this year. So the whole war, fear bullshit is just propaganda to lower everyone's frequency to fear. And unfortunately, it's working on a lot of people. But everything is being divinely orchestrated. So, oh, that's dope. That is the best grill cleaner I've ever seen, especially having worked for Longhorn, where we had to manually clean the char grill. Oh, that was horrible. When I was working as a certified culinary trainer, I would open and close, work the open to close shift. I would always make one of the other people clean the char grill because that shit was an entire workout. Like what they just showed on there, man, if we would have had that at the restaurant, Closing time would have been a lot shorter because, yeah, cleaning that char grill was a nightmare. Sammy Sam, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the prayers. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, but finally getting some medical treatment. And the last three times I went to the ER, they just dismissed me and told me to see a colorectal surgeon. So I'm glad for how physically bad I've been feeling because I was right. Something definitely is wrong. That's not normal. And I've seen three regular doctors, a GI specialist already, and they all agreed the passing of the clots is not normal. And they're concerned because I have Graves' disease, which again is an autoimmune disease, and I'm anemic. So they were like, yeah, we need to get an emergency colonoscopy done. And then after that, we'll find out if we need to do emergency surgery or. So yeah, I'm for sure going to be here overnight. And then they'll do the colonoscopy in the morning. And then whenever they get the results back, I'll find out, what the next step is. I'm extremely dehydrated because I haven't ate today and I can't eat since they're doing the colonoscopy. I'm on a liquid diet, so y'all give me a second because I do need to drink a little bit of water. I knew I was gonna do that. Because yeah, sitting up hurts a lot. And as y'all can see, I still got my big ass bottle of water. Been carrying that big ass heavy thing around all night. Oh, it is 4th of July on Friday. Oh, shit. I just have to look up at the TV because I don't celebrate 4th of July. I really forgot that Friday's the 4th. And an eyelash just fell on my contact. That is not good. So yeah, I might come back again tonight, just depending on how things go. Pretty much once they give me that bowel prep, I'm not gonna be on live because I'm gonna be in the bathroom for a long time. I pray to God I'm not in there for 9 hours like last time. That shit was horrible. Like I literally was in the bathroom 9.5 hours. It was terrible. Sammy said, I'm glad you're getting help. Thank you. Me too. Cody said, you definitely have said many Nostradamus quadrant. When I was in seventh grade, I read all his predictions, and it does talk about Israel, Iran, and Iraq, exactly like you just referenced them. Thank you, family. Yeah, I told you, I've been researching this for a long time, and it actually playing out just confirms what I was shown. Not just last year, but the years before. Amanda, by the way, Amanda and I both had this premonition the same night. I was at my apartment. She was at her apartment back in Omaha. And that was in 20. Trying to think. No, she was in Omaha. I was still here in Houston because we had that premonition in 2013 when because I first moved to Houston in 2012.
How you doing with the
I'm
pain?
okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm okay.
How about the pain?
It hasn't gotten any better,
And
to
then,
be
do you want me
honest.
to ask the doctor for something else?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it doesn't feel any different than it
So it's
did
still your
before.
9?
Definitely.
Okay, let me ask the doctor to get you
Okay.
something, and then once I bring it with, then we'll do your admission question.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Thank you. I really like the nurse. She's really nice. So, yeah, that Tylenol didn't do nothing at all. I still feel exactly the same. Are they still giving? Are they still giving the jabs? Hold up. For real? Pfizer and Moderna, note risk of heart inflammation. Yeah, that's what was happening during the. What the fuck? I didn't even know that they were still giving the jabs. I don't know if I can show it or if it'd be considered like copyright or whatever. What's crazy is I worked for ChartSpan during the pandemic, and we had to transcribe.
Hello, your dinner has arrived. Your dinner has arrived.
We had to transcribe patient charts for those that were getting their multiple doses of their jabs, and Moderna and Pfizer had the worst side effects. It was actually heartbreaking talking to those patients, reporting the side effects. That's what we had to do, is document their side effects when they got their first jab and then when they got their second. The irony that how do you say his name? How to say his name? Netanyahu. They're showing Trump right now on TV. Yeah, that peace treaty probably is going to come into effect August, is what I'm hearing. I think it's going to be in effect by August. Either that or there's going to be major headway come August for it to be implemented, but it's coming. So it's time just to prepare, just like Ezekiel 38:7 says, be thou prepared. It's not time to fear, just prepare. Start getting off the grid. That's literally my plan. And that's why I want to do as many of these type of videos as I can, because once I'm off grid, there will be no internet, no phone, none of that. Gonna go back to the olden days when we were kids and we had walkie-talkies and actual radios and old school phones that aren't smartphones, that don't have the RFID chips in them. I even still have my old school flip phone. So I'm gonna jump off so I can get some rest, because I know they'll be back here in a minute. I'll probably come back later. Cody said praying the 4th doesn't cause Oregon and Cali to be on fire. It usually happens when people start fireworks. Yeah, well, we're praying for peace and safety. And remember, family, we're always protected. We're the divine chosen, so we don't fear, we prepare. So I'll probably come back in a little bit. Let me get some rest, because like I said, I know they're going to come back with some medication and eventually bring me some soup, because I can't eat, so it's a liquid diet. I think it's like soup and jello. So thank you, fam bam. Appreciate y'all.
I got that rabbit.